A living truffle detector, 16 meals a day foodie, a nose sharper than a bloodhound, and can play video games with its snout? Who could it be? The hints are not Sherlock Holmes. Not some AI robot either. That's right, it's me, the pig. Master sniffer, global symbol of abundance, and dangerously high cuteness levels. The unsung star of the farmyard and your heart. People think all I do is eat and nap. And okay, that's like 80% true. But the other 20%? Your brain power, survival instincts, a majestic oink worthy of an opera stage. Don't let the round belly fool you. I'm not just a walking meatball. I'm an adorably clever creature. Helpful, lovable, and arguably smarter than dogs. Especially if the IQ test smells like carrots. I can solve mazes, recognize human faces, learn by watching others, and even play simple video games. As long as the reward is a cookie. I've got a sharp memory and emotional radar. If you're sad, I might nuzzle your leg and say, in pig language, "Hey buddy, snack and vent time." Fun fact, pigs are among the most widely raised animals on the planet. From North American farms to European villages to dense Asian jungles. We're everywhere. My wild ancestors were boars. Rough, tough forest dwellers who munched on roots and nuts. After thousands of years living with humans, we've gotten sweeter, calmer, and maybe a little plumper. Today there are hundreds of pig breeds. Pink-skinned Yorkshires, fiery red Durocs, tiny Vietnamese potbellies. But we all share a few things. Floppy ears, wet noses, and that unforgettable oink. I'm an omnivore, which means I eat pretty much everything. Veggies, fruits, grains, seeds, even leftover pizza if you offer. But hold up, I'm not a trash bin, I've got taste. Offer me a juicy watermelon and a shriveled potato? No contest. I'm also nature's cleanup crew. Give me your food scraps and I'll recycle them like a gourmet compost machine. This little round snuffly nose, it's a top-tier digging tool. I can sniff out truffles underground. They're those rare mushrooms worth more than gold that make French chefs weep with joy. In fact, across Europe, I've been used, replaced by dogs, rude, as a truffle hunter. I'm not just a foodie. I'm a foraging expert. My nose has over 1,000 scent receptors, sharper than bomb detectors. With a single sniff, I can practically read a carrot's autobiography. Pigs are social creatures. We live in groups and communicate using hundreds of different sounds. Every oink means something different. A greeting, a warning, a call for mom, or back off, that's my trough. Pig moms are model mothers. Incredibly attentive, gentle with their babies, and able to recognize each piglet's voice, even in a crowd of 100 lookalikes. I also form strong social bonds. I have best friends, trusted sidekicks, and even longtime rivals. Who says humans have a monopoly on drama? You think all I do is oink oink for fun? Nope. We talk a lot. We're social chatty creatures, basically. Barnyard gossip pros. We've got a whole sound library with over 20 different vocalizations. Clicks, grunts, snorts, growls, squeals, each one with its own meaning. Kind of like your emojis, just no Wi-Fi needed. Mother pigs, absolute legends. They've got a special call just for feeding time. And they keep constant contact with their piglets through soft grunts and gentle sounds. Like saying, "Don't worry, mama's right here." Even newborn piglets learn to recognize their mom's voice within days. And the cutest part? Pig moms actually sing to their babies while they nurse. I've heard it. Almost dropped an ear from emotion. And just like humans, every pig has their own personality. Some of us are playful and bouncy. Some are serious, calm types. A few total daredevils. Oh look, a fence. I must climb it. Some pigs are great under pressure, cool as cucumbers. Others, we get sad, moody. Yeah, we can even fall into a little piggy funk. We feel happiness, sadness, even pain for real. Especially when we're stuck in cramped pens, bored out of our minds, or ignored. It hurts. Truth is, we're super sensitive animals. We like peace, don't pick fights. We only get aggressive if we or our babies are threatened. The rest of the time, we're affectionate, curious, deep thinkers, yes, really. Full of enthusiasm and totally into playtime. So if you ever see a pig staring off into the distance and then suddenly flopping over with joy, that's just us, truly living our best life.
I've been a star in fairy tales, The Three Little Pigs, cartoons, Peppa Pig, and folklore, from China's Zhu Ba Ji to European piggy banks. I'm a global symbol of luck, wealth, and cozy childhood nostalgia. People literally save money in little statues of me. You're welcome. I'm also the highlight of many petting zoos and farm schools. From Dutch villages to Canadian barns, kids love to scratch my ears and ask, why does it keep saying oink? I know, your whole life, you've heard stuff like lazy as a pig, eats like a pig, filthy as a pig. But the truth is, I'm clean, smart, affectionate, and surprisingly helpful. I don't win races or do circus tricks, but I show up in your culture, cuisine, medicine, and childhood memories. I don't ask to be loved like a dog or cat. Just next time you see a pig belly up in a mud puddle, don't say ew. Make me smile and think, wow, this little guy's living the chillest life in the solar system. You know, in the animal kingdom, there are creatures even less talked about than me. No cute sounds, no round cuddly body, and almost zero presence on social media. They live quietly, move slowly, and every step they take leaves behind a trail of mud. You think you know them, but I bet you'll be surprised. See you in the next episode, where a mud-loving giant might just change the way you think about strength, patience, and yes, even mozzarella cheese.
Hi there, I'm a sheep, the animal that makes humans go crazy over my super fluffy, ultra cute wool. Not to brag, but my cuteness might just make you want to hug me all day long and never let go. The sheep population isn't far behind the human population either. There are currently over 1 billion sheep worldwide, with China having the largest sheep population of all. My scientific name is Ovis aries. I'm about 60 to 90 centimeters tall and weigh between 45 to 160 kilograms, depending on the breed. And here's something special. Sheep wool is usually creamy white, but depending on the breed, it can also come in black, brown, silver, or even beautifully random mixes, true wool fashion. Ever heard of wool clothing? Yep, they're made from our fleece. Each year, I can provide around 4.5 kilograms of wool, that's over 10 meters, of fabric. That's enough to make 6 sweaters, 3 suit and trouser combos, or even cover 1 giant sofa. I don't like drama. I like grass, peace, and warm sunshine. Sheep are gentle creatures, rarely pick fights, and live in joyful herds. We're the definition of peaceful, eco-friendly living. We communicate with our signature ba-ba and our loving, soulful eyes. Truly, your national bestie material. When people think of sheep, they think of wool, but don't forget, I've got a killer memory. Woo! I can recognize up to 50 other sheep faces and remember them for up to 2 years. Wow! And yes, I can even recognize human faces too. Sheep can also feel and express emotions like fear, anger, boredom, disgust, despair, and happiness. We even show emotion through our facial expressions and use different sounds to communicate different feelings, just like humans. When we're stressed or isolated, we show signs of depression. We hang our heads, avoid contact, and lose interest in positive activities. In short, we get visibly sad. Aww. We're deeply emotional creatures. We form strong bonds and even stand up for weaker sheep during disputes. Cool, right? And here's the kicker. Our eyes have rectangular pupils that give us almost 360-degree vision. We can literally see behind us without turning our heads. Epic. Lambs are pretty amazing too. Just minutes after birth, they can get up and walk around. Wow! Still, for the first 4 to 6 months, they rely a lot on their moms for care, guidance, and high-quality milk. I'm a true herbivore. I don't touch meat, only nibble on seeds, grass, and plants. 100% plant-based and still strong. My digestive system has 4 compartments, yep, 4, making me a fiber-digesting powerhouse. Woo! Eat once, chew again, reuse every blade of grass. Now, that's what I call sustainable living. Humans and we go way back.
Wow.
You need wool, I provide. Need someone to mow the grass? I'm on it. Feeling stressed? One look at my face and peace is restored. Aww. Let's not forget, sheep were one of the first animals to be domesticated by humans. Wow. That means we've been in the friend zone for thousands of years. And one more thing, sheep don't shed their wool on their own. Without regular shearing, we can overheat, get sick, or not even be able to roll over. Here's a fun fact. There are over 1,000 sheep breeds worldwide, from Merino and Suffolk to the majestic Awasi sheep. Some ram breeds even have super twisted horns. Total style icons. I'm a sheep, the symbol of gentleness, softness, and silent dedication. Don't call me dumb just because I'm quiet. I'm just chilling. If you need a friend who won't judge you, won't brag, but always sticks around like a cozy pillow, then I'm your best candidate.
You think you have digestive drama? Try having 4 stomachs, all working full time, just so you can digest growth. Not tacos, not pizza, just dry, crunchy, tastes like nothing grass. And yet I turn that into milk, muscle, majestic moose. You humans have your protein shakes and oat lattes. I have got cud and calcium. Also, I weigh half a ton, can run faster than you expect, and yes, I am scared of plastic bags flapping in the wind. But that is just the beginning. Stick around, I have got secrets, deep, moving secrets. I am a cow. Just break it down. My stomach is not one lazy sack like yours. I have got 4 specialized chambers, and each one has a full-time job. Rumen, the fermentation factory. Billions of microbes breaking down plant fibers like they are auditioning for a microscopic rave. Reticulum, the quality checker. If food is not quite ready, it says nope and sends it back up. Omison, water wringer. Filters out moisture with more efficiency than your overpriced air fryer. Abomason, the true stomach like yours, but more efficient. This one finishes the job. And yes, that whole chewing cud thing, totally real. I regurgitate half-digested food and chew it again for better digestion. It is basically the cow version of Control and Z for food. I do this for 8 hours a day. That's more commitment than most high school group projects. We are social animals, like clingy level social. I have my herd, and within that herd, I have got my girl Bessie. She and I nap together, graze together, and gossip about the new calves. If you separate us, prepare for Muagaden. We remember faces for years. We recognize voices. You wore the same hoodie for 2 summers straight, I noticed. I never forget a face or a farmer who gave me the wrong hay that one time. Looking at you, Dan. Also, we form opinions. I do not like that goat. You do not know why, but I do. You think mooing is one size fits all? There is a science to the moo. We have got happy moos, sad moos, annoyed moos, hungry moos, and I just saw something suspicious in the bushes, moos. Even cooler, cows from different regions develop regional accents. A cow in Texas moves differently than one in Scotland. We are basically the linguists of the barnyard. And yes, we moo to communicate with our calves, with each other, and sometimes just to express our existential dread at another cloudy Tuesday. I produce 6 to 8 gallons of milk per day. That is around 30 liters. If you're a lactose intolerant, I apologize, but also milk is my thing. It is what I do. But I am not just a milk machine. My udder is not a faucet. I am a mammal with emotions, dreams, and mild anxiety about tractors. Also, milking is a weird experience. There is a robot arm involved now. Technology has come a long way, and I am just here vibing while a machine sings soft, whirring lullabies to my udders. Believe it or not, we cows are pretty smart. We can solve puzzles, recognize patterns, and open gates. If we are feeling rebellious, we know when it is milking time, when it is snack time, and when you are trying to trick us into going to the vet. We are also emotional geniuses. You bring us treats, we'd love you forever. You show up smelling like vet gloves, we will moo aggressively and maybe poop in protest. And yes, we can feel sadness, happiness, and stress. We are basically big, gentle, grass-powered empaths. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the pasture, methane. Yes, I burp a lot. Not fart, burp. Those 4 stomachs produce gases, and methane is part of the package deal. I am not proud of it, but hey, you eat 3 burritos and see how you do. But science is helping. Some researchers are feeding us seaweed to reduce methane. Honestly, it tastes like soggy fish paper, but I am a team player. I want a greener planet too. More grass, more naps, fewer heat waves. Let's work together. Most days, I just chill. I eat, nap, chew cud, nap again, moo at random objects, and occasionally get startled by my own reflection in a puddle. Chicken lands on me, I do not mind. They sing. It is cute. Sometimes I stare into space for hours. Not because I am dumb, but because I am thinking about the moon, about grass, about whether Karen the chicken is plotting something. My life is simple, but do not confuse simplicity with dullness. Feel deeply, I know peace, I am peace. So next time you pass by a cow in a field and think, oh, look at that big old doofus just stand there, remember this: I have 4 stomachs, best friends, emotional depth, regional accents, and a highly complex digestive symphony playing inside me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I make milk, I process grass, I love hard and moo louder. I have seen things, I have eaten things, I have chewed things twice. And above all, I am a cow.
Every day at 6 a.m., an unnamed hero begins their mission. No cape, no mask, but wakes up the world. Mission 6 a.m. begins. Let's clear something up. Chickens are not just walking snacks. They are the closest living relatives of the mighty T-Rex. Yes, that is right. Those squawky little floofballs in your grandma's backyard are pint-sized dinosaurs with attitude. Look at those scaly legs, that intense sideways stare. Tell me you do not feel just a little bit nervous now. Also, they can run up to 9 miles per hour. That is faster than most humans during physical education class. Especially me, I trip over my shoelaces at least twice before lunch. People joke that chickens are not the brightest bulbs in the barn, but guess what? They are smarter than toddlers, at least when it comes to numbers. Chickens can count up to 5, better than me, before breakfast. Recognize over 100 different faces, including yours, so do not try anything funny. And they dream when they sleep. Actual REM sleep. What do chickens dream about? Probably overthrowing the barn cat. Viva la chicken! They can also learn by watching others. If one chicken figures out how to open a feeder, the others copy it. Basically, they are feathered spies with excellent gossip skills. Chickens have complex social lives. Each flock has a pecking order. That is not just a saying, it is a literal ladder of power. There is the head hen, the backup hen, the gossip hen, and probably one who thinks she's the queen but is not. Roosters sometimes lead, but let's be honest, the hens run the show. You might not know this, but chickens are into looks. That comb on top of their head, total style statement. Bright red and healthy mean top status. Floppy comb means fashion emergency. The feathers, chickens preen and clean themselves daily because nobody wants dusty wings on a date. There are even chicken beauty contests. Seriously. Somewhere out there is a chicken strutting on a tiny runway, living her best life. Let's talk eggs, the most iconic chicken product. A hen lays one egg roughly every 24 to 26 hours. And she does not need a rooster to do it unless she wants chicks. Hens are picky nesters. They want quiet, privacy, and a good vibe. They have been known to hold it in until they find the perfect nesting box. Basically, they are egg-laying perfectionists with high standards and strong opinions. And if one hen finds a good nest, the others might pile in and lay their eggs there too. Like roommates fighting over the only clean bathroom. You think superheroes wear capes? Chickens wear feathers that can keep them dry in the rain and warm in the snow. Their vision is better than humans. they see ultraviolet light. And they use over 30 different vocal sounds to communicate, each one with its own meaning. Food over here. Danger from above. Back off, Steve. This worm is mine. They also have magnetic senses. Some scientists believe they can detect Earth's magnetic field, like tiny GPS-equipped explorers. That is way more advanced than my phone, which still gets lost in my backpack. Now let's tackle the big one. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Scientists say, drumroll please, the egg. Technically, some almost chicken laid an egg and out-hatched the first real chicken. So there you have it. Science has spoken and the egg wins. Sorry, chickens, you're still awesome, but honestly, both are pretty amazing. One gives us breakfast, the other gives us entertainment and attitude. Chickens are used in science, therapy animals, and even trained for tricks. Yes, there are trick chickens. One named Sparkle can play a xylophone. Another can do obstacle courses faster than my dog. They are not just farm animals. They are full-blown entertainers and scientists in fluffy jackets. There's even a sport called chicken agility. Look it up, it will change your life. So next time you see a chicken, do not just say hi and walk away. Stop, bow respectfully, maybe cluck a little. Because behind those googly eyes and dramatic strut is a creature with ancient roots, a sharp mind, and enough personality to fill a barnyard sitcom. And remember, never mess with the top hen. She knows where the corn is, and she is watching you.
All day pulling that plow, I am exhausted.
Pretend to be sick. That's how you get a day off.
Sick, huh?
Ah,
Well then, guess that other one will have to pull today.
Wait, me?
Oh, they're rested wonders. Thanks for the tip.
Vice. That backfires right into your own face. Let's just share the work from now on. Advice may sound smart, but if you do not think it through, you may end up bearing the burden yourself. Let's talk about that noise. My bray is not just a weird horse scream. It is a carefully engineered sound machine that can travel over 3 kilometers. That is farther than your school bus route. Uphill both ways. In the wild, donkeys had to communicate across huge open landscapes. Our hee-haw is basically ancient Wi-Fi. Oh, and each donkey has their own distinct bray. Mine, deep, dramatic, and slightly operatic. Chad's sounds like a goat sneezing in a trumpet. You have noticed my ears, have you not? Everyone does. Yes, they are huge. I look like a satellite dish with legs. But they are not just for fashion. My ears help me hear predators sneaking from far away, detect distant thunder, and, more importantly, overhear gossip from 2 farms away. Also, they act as natural air conditioners. Blood flows through the big surface area, cooling me down faster than a fan on turbo mode. While you are sweating in the sun, I am chilling like a desert king. Let's squash the biggest myth. I am not stubborn. I am cautious, calculating, strategic. Ask me to walk across a sketchy bridge, I will assess, is it safe? Is it worth it? Are snacks involved? If the risk is not worth the reward, I simply will not go. That is not being difficult. That is being smart. Studies show donkeys are highly intelligent, capable of independent problem solving and strong emotional memory. In other words, if you once fed me a carrot in 2012, I remember. If you tricked me with a fake apple, oh, I definitely remember. Do not let my fuzzy coat fool you, I am tough. I can carry up to 30% of my body weight, walk across rocky mountain paths, and navigate terrain that would make a goat cry. Humans have used donkeys for thousands of years to carry supplies, plow fields, and transport stuff through places where trucks get stuck and horses say nope. In some parts of the world, I am still the daily hero, bringing water to villages or hauling medicine over cliffs without a single complaint. Well, maybe one bray. We donkeys feel deeply. We form strong lifelong bonds with our buddies donkey, human, or even that weird goose next door. If we are separated from our best friends forever, we get anxious.
Oh my God.
Some of us stop eating. Others bray sadly until our friend returns. We cuddle, we comfort, we listen. Basically, we are like therapy animals in fabulous hoofs. And yes, some donkeys are actually used in emotional therapy, helping kids with autism or veterans cope with PTSD. Behind these big ears is a bigger heart. Let's talk about my look. This coat is pure function meets fabulous. My thick, fuzzy fur helps me survive both cold nights and sizzling days. It is like wearing a temperature-regulating sweater. And you do not see me complaining about itchy tags or changing for PE class. Also, I rock the dust bath look. Rolling in dirt, that is not just fun, it is skincare. Keeps the bugs off and the coolness in. Donkeys invented dry shampoo way before it was trendy. You might think we eat boring stuff like hay and grass. And yeah, we do. But we are not picky. We are practical. Dry shrubs, yummy. Prickly weeds, delicious. Leftover sandwich crusts? Do not mind if I do. Our digestive system is built like a recycling machine. We can get nutrients from things that would make a goat gag. In harsh places where food is scarce, we survive on what is available. No complaints, just crunching. Fun fact, We even have a secret move called the donkey stomp to crush thorny plants before eating them. It is like dinner and a dance. You will not see us in superhero movies, but donkeys have saved lives. In wars, we carried wounded soldiers when jeeps could not pass. In disasters, we brought food to stranded villages. Some of us worked in ancient Egypt, some in the American Wild West, and some in your backyard, probably eating your garden gnome. We have been everywhere, done everything, and asked for nothing but food, love, and the occasional scratch behind the ears. So next time you see a donkey and think, oh, look, a silly horse with big ears, remember this. I have better hearing than your smartwatch. I remember more than your hard drive. I am emotionally more stable than Chad. I am not stubborn, I am wise. I am not loud, I am expressive. I am not boring, I am the unsung hero of hooved mammals. Now, if you will excuse me, I need to go scream at the moon. Not because I am angry, just because I can.
In nature, some creatures do not obey the laws of gravity. They do not fly, they do not use equipment, and they have no reasonable excuse. Hooves of steel, a mind of focus, and one unstoppable craving. Their goal, salt. Just a few grains of salt. Science has no answers for how they stay up there, or why they choose danger over comfort. Yes, they are goats, and they are licking cliffs, because they can. Common name, goat. Scientific name, Capra aegagris hircus. Average lifespan, from 10 to 18 years old. Size, 40 to 100 centimeters tall at the shoulder. Weighing between 20 and 140 kilograms, depending on breed. Diet, mostly herbivore, occasionally poops. Was that paper important? Domesticated for over 10,000 years. Gravity, I laugh in its face. I have been seen climbing trees, cliffs, dam walls, and even other goats. Our hooves are made for gripping like rock climbers on espresso. Hard outer shells and soft inner pads give us a death-defying balance boost. Why do I climb things I am clearly not supposed to? Because they are there. Because you looked at that vertical surface and said, no way. And I said, watch me. Also, it is the fastest route to the snacks on the top shelf. Fun fact. Alpine ibex, my wild cousins, have been spotted walking along near vertical dams just to lick the salt deposits. No safety gear, no ropes. Just straight up goat energy. Yes, I have a stylish little beard. Yes, I rock it. But do not be fooled, behind this dapper fuzz is a brain that knows exactly what is up. Goats are surprisingly smart. We can solve puzzles, open latches, and even remember human faces for years. We are curious, independent thinkers. Basically, we are the escape artists of the barnyard. Put us in a pen, challenge accepted. That is just level 1 of the game. Some of us have even been trained to surf the internet. Do not test me. I have seen things. We goats have 4 stomach chambers, like cows. It is called a ruminant system, and it means we can digest stuff other animals would not dare sniff. Grass? Great. Bark? Why not? Cardboard? Let's try it and see. We chew cud, meaning we regurgitate our food, re-chew it, and swallow it again. It is not gross. It is gourmet recycling. Basically, I am the original compost machine. Not all goats have horns, but when we do, they are not just for style. Horns help regulate our body temperature, defend our snacks, and win epic headbutt battles, especially during mating season. We do not fight because we are angry. We fight because we are passionate about grass, about space, about absolutely nothing in particular. And we will butt heads, literally, to prove our point. Call it expressive communication. Ever seen a baby goat? We call them kids, and they are basically energy balls on springs. They jump, bounce, wiggle, and boing all over the place within hours of being born. Kids can climb stairs before they know what stairs are. They parkour off hay bales. They nap in food bowls. They challenge gravity and your patience. It is adorable chaos. Scientists should bottle it and sell it as an energy drink. And yes, some kids faint. It is a real thing. There is a breed called the fainting goat, whose muscles freeze when they are startled. Do not worry, they are fine and hilarious. We goats are global citizens. From the icy mountains of Mongolia to the scorching deserts of Africa. We adapt, survive, and thrive. People have raised us for milk, meat, fiber, like cashmere, and friendship for over 10,000 years. We appear in myths, legends, zodiac calendars, and Instagram reels. Honestly, we are kind of a big deal. Goat milk is easier to digest than cow milk for many humans. Goat cheese? Iconic. Goat yoga? You are welcome! And let's be honest, if your yoga session does not include hooves on your back, are you even relaxed? Let's talk vocals. Our bleats, iconic. Goats can make over a dozen different sounds, from soft murmurs to dramatic screams that could terrify a horror movie villain. Some of us sound like humans, others like malfunctioning car alarms. Either way, we leave an impression. Our motto, if you have got lungs, use them. And yes, we sometimes scream for no reason. It is just part of the vibe. So, what have we learned? We are equal parts adorable and unstoppable. the unexpected screamers of the animal kingdom. We are goats, and we are always up to something.
You probably don't think about me much. I'm not on TikTok, not in trees, and definitely not rolling around on the streets. But down here, under your lawn, surprise, I'm a mole. A tiny fuzzy digging machine. Scientific name, Talpidae. Profession, underground engineer. Personal motto, dig fast, nap hard. At first glance, I might look like a soft potato with a nose. But this potato can dig tunnels faster than your home Wi-Fi. I'm about 12 centimeters long with tiny little eyes that are pretty much useless. Bad eyesight? Who cares? I've got a super-powered nose to sniff out food. My front legs? Fluffy little shovels. Big, strong, and tireless. I can turn your backyard into Swiss cheese in no time. Only downside? These massive front teeth mean I literally can't close my mouth. Don't you dare call my tunnel just a hole. It's premium underground real estate, thank you very much. Inside my underground property, you'll find a cozy little bedroom, a worm storage pantry, don't judge me, emergency exits, and yes, a maternity ward. On a good day, I can dig 5 meters of tunnel while you're still scrolling Netflix, not knowing what to watch. I never build under clay or sandy soil, and my place has to be moist enough for worms and slugs to move in and multiply. You think I eat dirt? Please, I'm a carnivore, a predator of the deep. Favorite snack? Earthworms, also enjoy grubs, bugs, and pretty much anything wiggly. My saliva contains a toxin that paralyzes worms. I drag them home and store them like canned goods. It's not creepy, it's natural meal prep. I'm not just a digging machine, I'm also cancer-proof. My cells self-destruct when they go rogue. No tumors here. Longevity legend. I live up to 20 years, 10 times longer than mice my size. Oxygen? Optional. I can survive nearly 20 minutes with no oxygen and up to 5 hours in just 3% O2. Pain resistance? Off the charts. And I barely age. Scientists are losing sleep over me. But let's get real. Humans kind of hate me. I mess up lawns, wreck flower beds, and apparently ruin golf courses. Sorry, rich people. But hey, I'm just doing my job. Blame evolution, not me. I'm an introvert. But come springtime, even I can't resist the call of love. No dates, no dinner, just business. Just the right smell. And the right hormones. A quick rendezvous in the dark, then boom, baby moles. Tiny pink blind little potatoes. I'm a homebody, a deep one. I rarely surface, the sun terrifies me. Too much exposure and I might pass out, or worse. My tunnels can go as deep as 4 meters, packed with rooms, corners, and escape routes. I live with my family, a mama mole, papa mole, and a few litters of pink, squeaky chaos. You may never see me, but every day I'm sculpting the soil under your world, aerating it, feeding it, making space for life to grow. You call me a pest. I call myself a misunderstood eco-hero. I'm the mole, tiny, squishy, underrated. You hate me? Cool, I'm still digging.
While dogs bend over backwards to please you and birds fly thousands of miles just to survive, I simply lie still and the entire world bows at my paws. I'm a cat. I don't need to do much. I walk into a room, let out a single yawn, and suddenly everyone's pulling out their phones to film me. I come in all shapes and sizes, from itty-bitty to baby bear huge. Take the munchkin with legs like little cartoon sausages, or the majestic Maine Coon, sometimes bigger than an actual toddler. My ideal weight is between 5.5 and 15 pounds, but some of us big babies easily hit 22 pounds or more. No shame, all fluff, all style. My fur? Thick, silky, and fabulously varied. Short hair, long hair, or no hair. We still rock the diva vibe. As for colors, even chameleons can't keep up. Jet black, snow white, sunny orange, smoky gray, or the ultimate patchwork. Calico, tortoiseshell, bicolor tabby. And my eyes, a masterpiece of bioengineering. Emerald green, amber gold, or lemon yellow, with pupils that adjust 3 times a day for perfect lighting. I see 6 times better than you in the dark. In my field of view, 225 degrees. Yours is only 180. When I look at you with those big sparkly eyes, don't be so sure it's love. I might just be evaluating your IQ. Science says I'm one of the smartest animals around, just behind chimpanzees and dolphins. I know who loves me and who's pretending. I recognize faces, voices, and yes, your emotional drama. I even know my own name. Even if someone reads a long list of words, I'll ignore them all until I hear my name. Then bam, tail flick, ear twitch, maybe even a casual meow. Why? Because my name usually comes with food, pets, or playtime. That's high-level classical conditioning, my friend. Each of my ears has 32 muscles so I can rotate them like mini satellite dishes, scanning the room for the sound of tuna being opened. My nose, loaded with 200 million scent receptors. That's 14 times more powerful than yours. So yeah, I know you open that snack at midnight. Oh, and by the way, my nose print is unique, just like your fingerprints. And these whiskers, I've got 24 of them, 12 on each side. They help me navigate, measure distances, and yes, even read your emotions. Impressive, right? I move without a sound thanks to my ultra-soft paw pads. My claws retract and extend, perfect for silent stalking or scaling curtains like a ninja. I can jump 5 times my height and fall from the 5th floor like it's a trampoline. When I walk, I keep my head high, back straight, tail up, like I own the whole planet. I'm the only animal on Earth that can purr at 26 hertz. It's not magic, it's my controlled larynx working like a rhythmic speaker. I purr not just when I'm happy. I purr to calm down, to hunt, to manipulate, and to convince you to stay. Over a lifetime, I'm estimated to purr around 10,950 times. You only purr when the Wi-Fi goes out or running out of food. I sleep about 16 hours a day. Not because I'm lazy, but because I need to recharge for 8 hours of mysterious late-night operations. I may look like I'm napping, but if I hear a snack bag crinkle, I'll launch into action in 0.1 seconds. Wow. You serve me food, I might eat it, or not. If the bowl is slightly different, the pate is the wrong flavor, or I'm just not in the mood, I'll walk away without a word. I eat 3 to 5 meals a day, not because I need them, but to remind you who's in charge. I live long, on average 15 to 20 years, in human terms. At 3 years old, I'm 21. 40. At 14, I'm 70. Yes, I might be a bit grumpy when I'm older, but still classy, never senile. I take care of myself. I spend nearly half of my awake time grooming because obviously I'm the standard. I use the litter box, I cover my mess, no reminders needed. I'm more self-disciplined than most college students on deadline. And now let's talk love, or as I call it, feline reality TV. As a lady cat, I'm basically a walking drama series. Each year, I go through multiple cycles of sparkle season. You call it being in heat. It lasts around 3 weeks each time. When it starts, I become the center of the universe. Woo! All the local tomcats come running, flexing, fighting, showing off. The strongest one might get a chance to approach me, but don't think I'm easy. At first, I'll ignore them completely. You've got to pass several tests before you even get to flirt. After we get to know each other, I'll excuse myself for some much-needed grooming. Priorities, you know. And if the tomcat tries to come back for round 2 while I'm skincaring, I'll smack him, respectfully. Oh, and plot twist, during one cycle I might mate with multiple partners. So a single litter of kittens, yeah, they might have several different dads. I don't need your approval. I don't need training. I don't even need to try. I just exist. Calmly, elegantly, confidently. And somehow, you're obsessed. You call me a pet? I call you my full-time, unpaid intern. I am a cat, and I'm always right.